Left to right for the Lady Tigers, right to left for the Wildcats. Aaliyah Lee wins the toss back to Howard, and Lauren Lee will defend her. Again, right to left for Bethel. They have the basketball in the front court. Campbellsville gives chase here early. Free throw line now off the elbow. It's Hart. One dribble back to Howard. Far side, Morrow thought about a deep three. Won't shoot it. Lee skips it, nearly taken away by Lauren Lee. And here is a three by Blackburn. No good. Long rebound taken in by Lauren Lee and the Lady Tigers. Ahead, this is Pritchett off the wing right side. Pritchett inside, throws up a shot with the right hand. No good. Tori, I'm not sure what you did, but that gave me that wild echo in my ear. I don't know if that's so. Radio is not working. We'll keep working on that. I think our platforms on TuneIn and the athletics website are working, so we'll continue to work on that. Okay, Tori, so if you've got to have that aux on, but it gives me the echo to get our game out, then we'll have to live with it. Just check everything else. Bethel with the basketball here as Morrow going to throw up a late shot after the shot clock sounds, and that will give it back to the Lady Tigers here. Pettigo will inbound on the far side. 2-0, Campbellsville the lead. Courtney Pritchett made a jumper. Lauren Lee the assist there as we're trying to work through some of our issues. With that aux on tour, you may want to double check everything else again on TuneIn and the athletic site. Courtney Pritchett out front, left side, Boyle. Don't want the entry to Wilkes, and it's stolen. Help defender Blackburn came across and takes it away. Morrow will back away from Lee, now into the corner. Blackburn spinning Lee, and it's stolen by Pritchett. Pritchett comes out of there with it, averaging almost 2.5 steals a game. Is Pritchett out top, wide open. Wilkes, three on the way, no good. Around and out, and the rebound taken in here by Hart. Howard leads Bethel to the offensive end with a crossover here, steps through, leaves it. Baseline jumper for Aaliyah Lee is long, and the rebound as Pettigo was trying to find Blackburn. It went right behind her back. Blackburn picked it up, but now dribbles it out of bounds, and it will be Campbellsville basketball. Lauren Lee walks it ahead here for Campbellsville. 2-0. The Lady Tigers lead it. Just over 2 minutes played. Pritchett holds it in the corner. Now Boyle. Lee goes back to Pritchett on the wing. Little jab step. Now Lee again. 10 to shoot. Drives in. Steps back. Splits defenders. Tries to leave one for Wilkes, and it's kicked out of bounds by Bethel. Lauren Lee with a nasty little move at the elbow. We'll start and stop. 5 to shoot. Boyle off the baseline out of bounds. Tries to kiss it in. Can't. Pritchett the rebound and the offensive putback for the Lady Tigers and Courtney Pritchett. She has all 4. Hart the basketball. Now out top. It's Howard. Howard working against Lee, and this shot no good. Pritchett the rebound for the Lady Tigers. Left side, Pettigo. Underneath, goes reverse. She's fouled, no call. Wilkes tries to tie up Morrow and does. The arrow will go to the Lady Tigers, so we'll stay on that far end of the floor. Wilkes to trigger it in for CU. Goes far side to Pritchett, and now Pettigo circles. Back out top, Pritchett. Works off the Wilkes screen. Now Boyle, right wing triple. That's going to be off to the right. And Howard snatches the rebound. She'll lead Bethel to the front court. 4-0. The Lady Tigers lead it. Bethel without a point here. We've played over 3 minutes. Free throw line. Lee catches for Bethel. Rips through. Going to go up with a shot in the left hand. No good. Rebound Pettigo. Nice box out of Hart. And Pettigo brings Campbellsville to the offensive side. Boyle hesitates and kicks. Open. Pritchett three. That is hard. Wilkes tapped it into the air. And then Blackburn able to pick it up. She wasn't knocked out of bounds. They're going to say that the ball went out of bounds, and it'll stay with Bethel. Kyla Taylor going to check in, 5'7", a junior forward from Lexington, Tennessee. Aaliyah Lee will exit. Campbellsville leads 4-0. 6:15 to play in the first quarter. Morrow the basketball. Chase, it's deflected, but Howard able to pick it up. Boyle got a hand on it, and now Morrow called for steps. So this will give it to Campbellsville right in front of my broadcast position. Courtney Pritchett will pitch it in play. Lady Tigers with the 4-0 lead. And the basketball here. Boyle into the corner. Pettigo surveys, nowhere to go with it. Back around they come. They've got Lee off the wing. One dribble. Now Pritchett. Out to Boyle. Sets the screen to Pritchett. Leaves it with Lee. Now in the corner, too strong. Lee was looking for Boyle and threw it well over her head. And a rare mistake there by Lauren Lee is just too much on that pass. 4-0. Bethel has played almost 5 minutes here. It's about 4.5 minutes gone by. Hart going to drive in, throw up a shot over Wilkes that is good. So Madison Hart finally gets Bethel on the board. For the Lady Tigers, they hold them down for a while, but unable to gain much ground. And now a turnover. Taylor comes out of there with it. Here comes Howard. Howard going to shovel back. Trailer is Morrow. Campbellsville runs her off the spot. Now out top, Howard again. Morrow into the corner. Taylor. Now Hart inside. Has it knocked away by Pritchett, but Campbellsville can't quite keep it away from Hart, who stayed with it and ends up tying the game here. Rachel Childress in, 5'7" junior guard from Dresden, Tennessee. Right side, this is Pettigo, 3 on the way. That is no good. In and out for Bailey, and the rebound taken in by Bethel. Long ahead, they've got Childress. She'll slow it down. Now skips it right wing. This is Morrow for 3. That one is hard. Long board, chased down. Morrow and Pettigo fight for it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Campbellsville. And Bethel will hold on to the possession. This brings us to a media timeout here. 4:32 to play in the first quarter. We are tied at 4. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Thanks for following Lady Tiger basketball. Now let's get you back to the action on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
4 apiece here as Campbellsville and Bethel are tied. 4:32 to play in the first quarter. Matt Payton with you courtside in McKenzie, Tennessee. Trying to work through some of our audio issues. Tori Cox trying to correct those for us. I think everything is operational at the moment, Tori. I've bottomed out the headset here, so any significant issues I won't be able to hear. You'll have to pass that along to me through text or in a more dire situation, phone call. Campbellsville and Bethel each struggling here out of the gate. Again, just 4 points each way. The Lady Tigers 2 of 8 from the field. Bethel 2 of 7 from the floor. Campbellsville 3 turnovers early, 2 for the Wildcats as we get set to return to play. A couple of changes here for CU. Pettigo, Pritchett, and Lee remain on the floor. They have sent in Elizabeth Bertram, 5'6" sophomore guard from Glasgow, Kentucky, and Kayla Luby, 6'2", a junior forward from B, Nebraska. Childress goes baseline to Taylor, back out top. Hart, left side on the wing. Childress thought about it. Pritchett quickly closed in, now pitches it out front to Morrow, who wants Taylor on the end line, and she threw it too far. It goes out of play. The third turnover the basketball game here on Bethel. Lauren Lee on the right wing, bounces to Pritchett. Pritchett works off the Luby screen, shovels it out. Bertram open, 3 on the way. That is strong. And Morrow will box out Bailey Pettigo and let the ball go out of play. So Bethel gets it back. Sarah Sutton checks in for the Lady Tigers, 5'10", junior forward from Scottsville, Tennessee. Pettigo will exit. Aaliyah Lee and Blackburn back in. First time tonight we've seen Haley Cavanis, 5'5" freshman guard from New Bern, Tennessee. They will make Bethel work with the basketball in the backcourt. Bertram knocked it free. Still all over Cavanis. Ball is tied up. Bertram comes out of there with it, and she gets it ahead to Pritchett. Now right side on the wing, Lee. Bertram in the corner. Nice defensive stand by the Lady Tigers. Pritchett left side, three on the way. No good. The Lady Tigers cannot buy one from deep here in this ball game, something that they've done well all season long, especially in the first meeting between these two clubs. Bertram is ran over, but they're going to call a blocking foul on Bert, as this will be the first on the Lady Tigers sophomore. Actually, the first foul call in the entire ball game here. So Cavanis will inbound as Morrow checks out. Howard back in here. At the elbow, Taylor faces up. Lauren Lee going to dig in a bit. Now they kick it out. Cavanis. Howard out front. Elbow again. Taylor wants to drive in. Goes right side. And Bethel has their first lead here, 6-4. Campbellsville scored the first four. They've been a stretch here without points, it feels like. Pritchett left wing. Now Lee out front. Pritchett clears and holds it. Luby going to set the screen. Back door has Lee. Hesitates. Shot blocked from behind by Cavanis. Lauren may have taken just a little too much time there. Nice setup by Courtney Pritchett to find her down inside. Lady Tigers with 11 seconds on the shot clock here. 2:49 to play. First quarter. Off the wing, Bertram. Bounces, left elbow, driving left side of the lane. Two defenders run into each other. It leaves Pritchett wide open. Three on the way. That is no good. Cavanis slow getting up. She ran right into her own teammate, Aaliyah Lee. And Cavanis took the worst end of that, as she is very slow to get up now. Pettigo back in for CU. Maddie Nally makes her first appearance of the night. 6'2" sophomore forward from Louisville, Kentucky. Keely Morrow will check in for Cavanis, who is getting some attention from the athletic trainer. They are actually looking at the left ankle of Haley Cavanis. They both tried to close in on Lauren Lee. And unfortunately for Cavanis, the freshman from Dyer County High School gets knocked to the floor and took the worst end of the contact and putting very little weight on that left leg. So as we get set to return to play here, Campbellsville trails by 2. Lady Tigers have had 7 looks from deep, and I'm going to say all 7 were good looks. Nothing rushed, nothing forced. They have been unable to cash in. Back to play here. Taylor, the basketball. Out front, Howard going to try the three. That is rounded out, no good. And we've got bodies in a scrum as Lee, Bertram, and Pettigo were all locked up trying to get to that rebound. They're going to say jump ball. Arrow stays with Bethel here. Madison Hart going to check in as Kyla Taylor will exit. Hart pitches it in out deep to Lee. Hands it to Howard. Howard into the corner. Morrow, quick release shot is blocked. I think Luby got a piece of that. Campbellsville the other way. Pettigo running the offense for the Lady Tigers at the moment. Pettigo the only starter out on the court. Hart defends Sutton. Now on around. The Lady Tigers down in the end line. Sutton holds it. Cutting is Bertram in some traffic, and she is fouled. This will go against Bethel. The foul will be assessed to Madison Hart. And Hart picks up her first on the Wildcats. Campbellsville with 2 minutes even on the clock. 20 seconds on the shot clock will inbound. Pettigo looking, has Sutton, tight window there. Sutton turns and hands it to Bertram. Now Pettigo out front. Left side, Sutton on around. Bertram. 7 to shoot. Bertram and Luby, little give and go, and the ball's taken away. It was, again, a tight window for the Lady Tigers to operate. Turnover gives it back to Bethel. Blackburn inside has Hart, who goes up, and the Lady Tigers now trail by 4 as Madison Hart, I believe, has 6 of the 8 for Bethel. Pettigo picks up her dribble, needs some help. Nally flashes out front. Bertram into the corner, left side. That is Sutton. 1:20 to play in the period. Pettigo off the screen, works in, shot up with the left hand, good for Bailey. Pettigo, do it yourself, Bailey, as she used the Luby screen, and not much room to get that ball up on the glass, but able to use that left hand. 8-6, Bethel the 2-point lead, 60 seconds to play in the first quarter. Howard across, still on the dribble. Out front, Hart. Nally all over things up top. Howard back to Hart. Again, can't shoot it. Nally just takes away everything out front. Here, a running shot by Hart as she runs into Luby and gets the finish. 10-6. Pettigo bounces in the inline. Nally turns, faces up. Now Pettigo out front. Bertram will wait for Luby. No, instead goes left side to Sutton. Gets it back from Sutton. Now the entry, too strong, throws it right to Aaliyah Lee. And we may be down to our final possession of the first quarter. Morrow works around Sutton, now runs over Pettigo, and it's going to be an offensive foul on Keely Morrow. So with 18.7 seconds remaining, Campbellsville will get it back. Morrow picking up her first 2 on the Wildcats. Campbellsville sends Wilkes and Boyle back in. Pettigo will let the basketball roll. She's going to pick it up about a step and a half in front of midcourt. So the Lady Tigers now getting into their offense. Down to 12 seconds. Pettigo hands to Sutton. Sutton out front. Needs some help. Pettigo will flash. 5 seconds. Bailey, left elbow, driving in. Uses the Wilkes screen. No good. Sutton's put back will beat the buzzer. Count it. Sarah Sutton, Johnny on the spot on the right side as Pettigo's offering was too strong. Over the top of the rim it went, and Sutton there to catch and corral and put it back up as the buzzer sounds. It is a 2-point Bethel advantage as we head to the second quarter. 10-8 your score. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Citizens Bank and Trust has provided funding to make today's sportscast possible. The CBTKY mobile app can be found in the App Store or Google Play. Citizens Bank and Trust says go Tigers. Member FDIC.
We acknowledge Kellner Contracting for their continued support of Tiger Athletics. Featuring Tempstar heating and cooling products, Kellner Contracting proudly offers free estimates on new systems. On the web at kellnercontracting.com.
This is Ginger High Colvin, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following today's coverage of CU basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
10-8 your score as we head to the second quarter. Matt Payton with you in McKenzie, Tennessee. It's a Western Tennessee weekend for the Tigers and Lady Tigers. McKenzie tonight spending most of the time in Jackson, and then Henderson on Saturday. Starting 5 back out there for the Lady Tigers to begin this second quarter. Lee hands it to Pritchett. Bounces to Pettigo. Now the entry. Wilkes catches. They dig. Wilkes going to go quickly with a shot off glass. Good for Caitlin Wilkes. We're tied at 10. Hart pressured on that far wing. Now Howard to Lee. Boyle will defend. Lee wants to work left side. Pritchett digs in from the back and knocks it out of bounds. So it'll stay with Bethel here. Campbellsville and the scout today, when they went over this stuff, they were very in tune with how to defend this Bethel team and whom they'd like to dig on and who they'll play a little more straight up. They dig here on Hart. Throws up an off-balance shot falling down. Numbers for the Lady Tigers potentially. Pettigo the other way. Has Boyle who runs into Howard, and that is actually Childress, but it's going to be a foul on Maddie Boyle as the Lady Tigers going a bit too quickly there. So for Boyle, that is her first on the Lady Tigers in the second quarter. 10 apiece as Blackburn sends it to Howard. Now right back. Howard left wing. Pettigo defends. Hart catches. Going to work through the paint. Throws up an off-balance shot once again as she ran into Wilkes. Pritchett claims the rebound. Pettigo got hit in the right eye, it appeared. Lee inside. Working on the dribble. Needs some help. Pettigo the trailer with it. And now left side. Sutton open. 3 on the way. That is no good. Just a little short. And the rebound now to Childress. She'll run ahead with a basketball. And now stops, looks for help. Hart couldn't catch it clean, taps it up to herself. Right side, Blackburn. 3 on the way is good for Reagan Blackburn. The grad transfer from Murray State. 13-10, Bethel the advantage. Pritchett out top, Pettigo. Works her way through into the corner. Lee and Wilkes tied up down there. Now driving is Lauren Lee, and she's knocked to the ground by Aaliyah Lee, who is being awfully physical in there, to say the least. That's the first on Aaliyah Lee. First on Bethel. So Bailey Pettigo will run down and visit with Derek Port here. She got hit the right side of the head. Maddie Nally back in. Lauren Lee hits this first free throw. One more coming here for Lauren Lee, the sophomore point guard. 10th in the country in assists per game. Hits that one. Almost 5.5 helpers per ball game for Lauren Lee. Makes it a 1-point Bethel advantage. Nally gives chase out front. Howard inside. Taken away by Wilkes. Kaylin Howard trying to do a bit too much. Wilkes took it away. Nally kind of set that up, forcing her to move. Inside, Lee has Wilkes, and she's fouled by Morrow. This will send Kit Kat to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers as Morrow picks up her second. Second on Bethel. 13-12 the score. Wilkes to the nail for CU. And the first free throw good for Wilkes. Wilkes, the nation's #1 shooter based on percentage. Entering play tonight, she was almost 68%, gets both free throws. Campbellsville regains the lead after the last couple of trips to the free throw line. 2 for Lee, 2 for Wilkes. 14-13 the score. Hart inside, gets around Wilkes, throws up a little scoop shot that's good. Madison Hart. Hart has had a big first half here for Bethel. Pritchett, the entry, has Wilkes off the window, good for Caitlin Wilkes. 2 more. Back and forth we go here. 16-15 the score. Campbellsville back up by a point. Taylor wants to drive inline. She's cut off, needs help. Nally nearly takes it away. Morrow a contested shot, no good. Pritchett has it knocked free, and Hart will drive in, miss the shot, ball batted, and finally Nally throws the lasso around it. Campbellsville wants to run. Lee, left side, bounces, right block. Wilkes for 2 more off the window. 18-15, Campbellsville by 3. Largest advantage for the Lady Tigers was 4 points. Morrow to Hart into the corner. Shot on the way by Blackburn is good, and we are tied 18 apiece as Reagan Blackburn hits her second 3 of the half. Bouncing right wing, Pritchett. Now Lee on around Nally. Sutton gets a touch here. They want Wilkes. Lee again, little jab step, working in against Howard. Stops, leaves it. Baseline jumper for Nally. In and out, no good. Wilkes takes it away from Hart and gets the putback for the Lady Tigers. Caitlin Wilkes with a nice first half here for the Lady Tigers. And the basketball went underneath the bleachers down there on the far end after the Wilkes bucket. So we had a brief stoppage. It'll bring some changes. Lee back in. Hart will get a breather. And for Campbellsville, I believe, did they make a change there? Yes, Bailey Pettigo re-entered for Sarah Sutton. Out front, Bethel works to the ball. Campbellsville a 20-18 lead. Wilkes steps up in front of Taylor, who missed the shot. Nally the rebound. Ahead, Pettigo leads Campbellsville. Right side, Pritchett drives in underneath. Shot block. Pritchett gets it back. has her dribble, out to Lee, wide open, straightaway three, bang! Lauren Lee with an Edward Jones payout for the Lady Tigers, and it's a 5-point Campbellsville edge. 5.5 minutes to play here in the first half. The Lady Tigers' largest lead of the evening. Right wing Howard, out top Taylor. They want Lee, have her. Aaliyah Lee quickly to the basket, double dribble. They missed it, and she's going to be credited with the bucket and one. They missed the double dribble as Lee lost the handle coming left side of the lane. So the foul on Wilkes picks up her first two on the Lady Tigers. Wilkes will check out. Luby back in. Nally checks out, and Lauren Lee will check out. So Boyle, Bertram, and Luby enter. Pettigo and Pritchett remain on the court. Aaliyah Lee at the free throw line here. Chance for the and one. Free throw on the way is good for the 60% free throw shooter. 23-21 the score. Bailey Pettigo to the front court with the basketball for CU. Hands it to Bertram. Bert thought about it, just didn't quite have enough room. Now Pritchett. They try to match up. Bertram left side. Boyle. Out top, Pettigo. Wants Luby. Has her. Luby turns. Nowhere to go with it. They help out. Dig in there a little bit. We'll go to the jump ball. The arrow favors Bethel. And this will bring us, a ringing whistle there. 4:59 on the clock brings us to the media timeout. 23-21, Campbellsville by 2. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Today's coverage of Tiger Athletics has been made possible by Taylor County Bank. Online banking options and 3 community locations are designed to better serve you. Taylor County Bank, Taylor County's only locally owned bank.
This portion of our Tiger basketball broadcast has been funded by Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price. Local agents, local service. Best of luck, Tigers, from Taylor County Farm Bureau Agency Manager Darren Price.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
23-21, the Lady Tigers lead Bethel here in McKenzie, Tennessee. Matt Payton with you as Campbellsville, a bit of a slow start, started to find their footing offensively a bit here, and hopefully they can get rolling on the offensive side of things. Caitlin Wilkes with a nice start to the ball game for CU. She has 10 points. For Bethel, Madison Hart with double figures already. As we get set to return to play here in just a moment. For Campbellsville, you've got that same 5 that was out there prior to the stoppage. Bertram, Boyle, Pettigo, Pritchett, and Luby. Howard the basketball for Bethel. Hart back in the lineup for Coach Chris Nelson and company. Blackburn in the circle out near midcourt. Back and forth with Howard. Now Hart at the free throw line. Inside Lee. Hesitates, goes up, gets her own miss. Missed the putback, and now we're going to go back to the arrow. This will favor Campbellsville here as Lee missed a couple of chances down in there. Campbellsville back to the front court with the ball. 4:32 to play in the half. Bertram out front, left side, Pettigo. Pettigo waits, has Boyle out top. Now Bertram. Elbow, Pritchett, will ball fake. Back out to Pettigo. 8 to shoot. Campbellsville going to have to go quickly here. Bertram left wing. Entry, Luby catches, gathers, looking for Pritchett, and it was taken away by Hart, who kind of sagged off Pritchett a bit. And Luby's pass was taken away. Into the corner, Howard for 3. That is no good. Morrow had an offensive putback there, and she's fouled by Pritchett. Pritchett came across to try to grab the rebound, but Morrow had already beaten her to the spot. Howard the basketball. Morrow, left side, she'll try the 3. That is no good. Hart the rebound, had it knocked away. It'll go out of bounds. They'll signal Bethel basketball with 3:45 to play in the first first half. Bethel to inbound. Moreau has it. 2 defenders there. Bertram takes it away. Shovels it ahead. She's got Pettigo, far side of the court. Pettigo working against Howard. Steps through, and steps called on Bailey. Pettigo took an extra one there trying to get to the spot. Back to play here. 3:30 to play in the half. Bertram with another steal for Campbellsville. She took that one out of the hands of Hart. Bertram, the far corner, waits, needs some help here. Lee back in there for Pettigo. Lee motions for Boyle, now has Pritchett on the right wing. 3 on the way, that is no good. Wilkes, the rebound, going to go back up with the basketball. That shot no good. Leah Lee, the board. And Pritchett hung out with Lee, and she was not a fan of that. In fact, kind of mouthed to Pritchett as Hart stumbles down. She and Bertram both slipped over almost the same spot on the floor there. Lee inside, back out to Bertram. 3 on the way. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram and Edward Jones 3. And Coach Chris Nelson wants a timeout. 26-21 the score. Campbellsville by 5 points here. 2:45 to play in the half. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Lady Tigers with the 5-point advantage. Campbellsville scored just 8 points in the first quarter, 18 points already the output in this second period. The Lady Tigers have gotten 10 from Wilkes, 5 from Lauren Lee, 4 from Courtney Pritchett, and Elizabeth Bertram getting in to the scoring column with that latest Edward Jones 3-point make. The Lady Tigers from long range here are 2 of 11 from deep. As we get set to return to play here. Howard the basketball for Bethel. Right side, Morrow driving inline, throws up a floater well short. Kyla Taylor grabs the rebound as it fell off the rim right into her arms. And now another 3 by Morrow. That's no good. Taylor going to get a chance. That's no good. Ball batted out. This will be the 4th opportunity as Bethel with another chance on this end of the floor. Hart into the corner. Blackburn 3 on the way, and that is off the mark. Morrow, another offensive rebound, is fouled by Lee, and a couple of those are tough luck rebounds. One came out long. Campbellsville was trying to match up, but ultimately it's going to end up in 2 shots for Keely Morrow at the free throw line. Lauren Lee's first. 4 on the Lady Tigers in the period. First free throw good. Makes it a 4-point Lady Tiger advantage. 2:09 to play in the half. And this free throw good for Morrow also. 26-23 the score. Lee ahead, gives it to Bertram. Open 3 on the way. In and out for Bert. Boyle going to keep one alive. The Lady Tigers will try a little second chance offense of their own here as Bethel took advantage a moment ago. Lee backs away as they give chase. Cutting is Bertram. Inside, throws up a shot. It's going to be a blocking foul called on Bethel as Bertram took a tough spill to the floor. I believe Kyla Taylor will pick up the foul call. That is the first on Taylor, 3rd on Bethel. Maddie Nally back in for Maddie Boyle. And this free throw from Bertram is good. Second free throw good for Bert. So 28-25 the score. On the inline, Hart working. Out top, Blackburn going to try a quick 3. That is short. Rebound is Going to be batted out to Blackburn as Pettigo couldn't quite grab it. She was battling hard. Now a steal. Lady Tigers back the other way. Lee stops at the free throw line, goes to the near corner. That's Pettigo. And now the Lady Tigers will slow it down a bit and get into their half-court offense. Nally on the wing, right side. Back to Lee out top. Ball fake. Pettigo left side. 1 minute to play in the half. Campbellsville by 5. Lee quickly to the rim. Goes up the shot. No good. Lee gets her own miss. Kicks it. Pettigo left side. Bailey Pettigo uses the square for 2 points. 30-23. Campbellsville by 7. Largest lead of the day here for Campbellsville. Hart out front. And this ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Campbellsville. Hart to inbound. Pitches it out front to Lee with 37 seconds. Now Howard. Into the corner. Morrow thought about it. Pettigo closed out. Now Bertram closes in, so Morrow had to give it up. Now Lee driving, needs some help. Howard with 5 to shoot. 3 on the way. No good. Morrow, a wide open putback for Bethel. The Lady Tigers crashed in to block out. The ball popped up off the back of the iron hard. 10 seconds. Campbellsville by 5. They'll get the last look here. Lee tries to get past Howard, who has no chance, and just reaches out to grab her on the way by. So Callan Howard picks up her first. 4 on Bethel. 7.1 to play in the half. Pritchett back in for Nally. Lauren Lee to pitch it in for the Lady Tigers here. 7.1 seconds to play in the half. Lee bounces to Pettigo. Pettigo wide open. 3 on the way. Bang! Bailey Pettigo with a wide open Edward Jones mate. Morrow runs over Pettigo, and they'll actually let the clock wound was gone before the contact was made there. And the Lady Tigers with that big Edward Jones 3 at the buzzer. They got a few of those in the second quarter, and that helps extend things a bit. 33-25 your score at halftime. Campbellsville leads by 8. We'll step away, come back, and take a look at the numbers. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University. The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics is home to over 65,000 student athletes and 250 colleges and universities. The NAIA hosts over 25 championships across North America. Our 21 conferences give out $600 million in athletic scholarships annually. The NAIA prides itself on character-driven athletics. Learn how you can become a part of the NAIA by visiting NAIA.org.
Tiger sports fans, tickets for your favorite in-season Tiger teams are on sale now. On the field or in the gymnasium, Campbellsville University gladly welcomes you. As a reminder for your game day visit, the H&W Sports Shop has all the latest CU apparel. Look for the tickets tab at campbellsvilletigers.com and secure your seat today.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship.
Both teams out on the floor, ready to go, so we'll return to play rather quickly here. Hart pitches it into Howard, and we are underway to begin the second half. Bethel's basketball going left to right now. It'll be right to left for the Lady Tigers. Long pass out to Howard from Aaliyah Lee, and she stumbles down. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Howard kind of smiles there. She lost her footing. They'll say Campbellsville got a hand on it. Lady Tigers lead by 8 to begin this second half. 33-25 the score. Hart open, going to take the three after one dribble left, and an air ball. Howard saves it in play. That is not Howard, that was Blackburn, and then Aaliyah Lee missed the shot. Courtney Pritchett the rebound for the Lady Tigers, and to the other end comes Campbellsville. Pritchett, dribble handoff to Lee. Lee working far side of the lane. Inside, Pettigo will go reverse. She gets the deuce. Lauren Lee the dime. That is Lauren Lee's fourth assist of the ball game. Campbellsville up by 10. Lee 10th in the country in assists per game at 5.4. Her teammate Courtney Pritchett is 13th. As here Aaliyah Lee missed a shot, gets her own rebound as it comes out long. Now a three by Blackburn is good. Reagan Blackburn with three made three-point field goals on the day. She averages just 4.5 points a game, 25% from deep, but she has hit three triples already. 35-28, Campbellsville leads by 7. Lee to Pritchett, now Pettigo. They sag off Bailey. She'll take the three. That is no good. And the rebound, Morrow, taken away by Pritchett. No, Morrow able to stay with it. And to the other end comes Keely Morrow. Far side in the corner. Howard a three. That is long. And the rebound will come out to Lauren Lee. Morrow falls down trying to buy the call. Lee bounces. Has Boyle across the lane. Boyle to Wilkes. Two more for the Lady Tigers. Maddie Boyle gets the setup there. 37-28. Campbellsville leads it. And Hart inside. And what do we got? Offensive foul. Going against Madison Hart here. That will be the second on the conference's fourth leading scorer. Hart fourth in the league in points per game at 16.6. So she has two, first in the half on Bethel, third quarter. Campbellsville will work their offense here. Again, Lee working right side at Howard. Spins. Lee will help, and Aaliyah Lee takes it away from Lauren Lee. In she comes ahead. That is Madison Hart. Ball blocked from behind. Campbellsville comes out of there with it. They are going back and forth from straight line by the referee on this one side here. Now Lee, wide open three on the way. They're going to wave it off. What do we got here? Whistle sounded when that ball was in midair. There's a foul on Bethel, it appears now. That's going to go against Aaliyah Lee, as she and Caitlin Wilkes were working down there. So this will stay with Campbellsville. It'll be a baseline out of bounds opportunity for the Lady Tigers as Lee picks up her second. Lauren Lee, the basketball, waits for the Wilkes screen, has it. Wilkes will roll. They'll switch. Wilkes gets it, goes up with a shot, no good. Rebound to Howard. Nice job offensively for the Lady Tigers. They got everything but the make. Long into the corner, that is Morrow. Three on the way, no good. Rebound underneath by Howard. Spins out of some trouble. Now Blackburn on the dribble. She goes right side. Back to Morrow. Ball fake. Keely Morrow has picked up her dribble. Blackburn out top. Lee underneath Hart. Too strong and out of bounds. Hart jumped up, tried to catch it. Pettigo was there as Hart came down. She couldn't quite track that ball on the way down. It basically hit her hand and went out of bounds thanks to Bailey's interference. So Campbellsville back to the front court. Lauren Lee navigates off to the right side, off the wing. Now Pettigo out to Boyle on the right side. Boyle comes across, wants an entry, not there. Pritchett to Lee, back into the corner, Boyle. Wilkes hanging out on the opposite block. Boyle will drive, pass deflected and knocked out of bounds with 7 on the shot clock. Campbellsville, the baseline out of bounds play here. Lee finds Pritchett, who circles, and that shot circles the rim and comes out. Campbellsville, do they take it away or trap? We go to the arrow here, and that should go to the Lady Tigers as they tied up Aaliyah Lee off the rebound there. Courtney Pritchett's shot rolled all the way around and out. Lauren Lee looking, going to pitch it out long to Pettigo. 6.5 minutes to play third quarter. Matt Payton with you in McKenzie, Tennessee. Right side, Lee out. Pritchett working in. Pettigo grabs it as she initially wanted Boyle, but Pettigo there. Now Boyle straight away. 12 to shoot. Left side, Pettigo. The entry. Wilkes Out Lee, extra pass, corner, Pritchett, 3, bang! Courtney swish it with an Edward Jones 3. 40-28, nice ball movement by the Lady Tigers. Boyle passed on a decent look. They get a better one in that far side corner for Pritchett. Another Edward Jones make for CU. It extends to a 12-point margin. Howard out front. Right side, Blackburn will try the answer. Too strong. Pritchett the rebound. Morrow and Lee tie her up. And this will be a foul call, I believe. The one official has his hand up. The other went to the thumbs. And they're going to call. What do we have called? One official underneath had his hand up, right hand, as if to stop play. The other went straight to a jump ball call. And it will be a jump ball call. Kind of all over Pritchett there. This will be a baseline out of bounds opportunity here for Bethel, and Coach Chris Nelson does not like the setup of that play. He quickly called a timeout. The way Campbellsville had that defended, there was nowhere for the inbounder Howard to go, and Nelson quickly took a timeout. There's still probably 3 seconds on that 5-second call, so whatever developed was not to his liking, and they'll try again here in a moment. This becomes a media stoppage. 5:44 to play third quarter. 40-28. The Lady Tigers lead it. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
5:44 to play in the third quarter here in McKenzie, Tennessee. Matt Payton with you as the Lady Tigers lead Bethel 40-28. A couple of games have gone final in the Mid-South Conference tonight. Cumberland's knocks off Shawnee State 91-82. Pikeville defeated Georgetown 94-71. Thomas More trailing at the moment at Cumberland University, and Wilberforce leads UT Southern. Quickly they find Aaliyah Lee, the baseline out of bounds. Lee going to create some space with that shoulder. Wilkes falls backwards and the whistle sounds. Aaliyah Lee will pick up her third foul here. 3 on Bethel as a club with 5:40 to play in the period. Campbellsville still with that Thrivent Financial starting 5 out there. Lee on the dribble, far side. Now Boyle holds it. Pritchett out top, on around Pettigo. Everybody's touched it but Wilkes. Now Lee, right side Boyle, extra pass into the corner. Pritchett with the ball fake, drives, needs some help. Has Lee in the middle, throws up a shot off the window, good. That will be a bucket for Lauren Lee. Courtney Pritchett, the assist. Into the corner, Taylor the basketball. No, that is Lee, excuse me. Taylor is going to check in a moment. Inside Hart working against Wilkes and Madison Hart. That is pretty good defense by Caitlin Wilkes. Just better offense by Hart as she kind of gets that ball way back behind that right shoulder and able to pitch it up and in. Pettigo going to take the wide open jumper. That shot is no good. Long rebound taken in by Blackburn. Campbellsville by 12. Morrow works the inline, spins, lost the handle. Lee picks it up, goes into the corner. That is a 3, no good by Blackburn. Put back by Morrow is good. Long ahead, Morrow gambles, can't get to it. Inside, Boyle feeds Wilkes out. Pritchett, 3, no good. And Blackburn with a nice block out and rebound for Bethel. Boyle will flash. They go long to Morrow. Down inside, Hart has it blocked from behind, but I think Wilkes Pritchett on the front side going to be whistled for the foul. That is the second on Courtney Pritchett. Pettigo had the block on the other end, but get Pritchett on that front side contact, and this will bring us to a stoppage here as the Lady Tigers lead it by 10 with 4:09 to play in the third quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
The call of today's sportscast has been made possible by CPR Cell Phone Repair. Boasting a selection of pre-owned phones, tablets, and more, CPR is not just an electronics repair shop. CPR Cell Phone Repair on the web at cellphonerepair.com.
A gift from Campbellsville Baptist Church has made this broadcast possible. Sunday school starts at 9:15. Worship service starts at 10:30. On the web at campbellsvillebaptistchurch.com.
Thanks for following Lady Tiger basketball. Now let's get you back to the action on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
42-32, the Lady Tigers lead Bethel here. Other games going on as we speak. Big one to keep an eye on here. Thomas More at Cumberland University. The Phoenix lead number one Thomas More 46-32. So that is one to watch. It's in the second half. 9 minutes to go, third quarter. I mentioned Wilberforce leading at Tennessee Southern, and also Freed Hardeman leads Lindsey Wilson by 14. That game has 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Pikeville and Cumberland's already winners tonight in Mid-South Conference play. Madison Hart at the free throw line. And they're waiting for the band to hush. And so they weren't going to inbound the ball with the band still. They were in kind of a chant there. It was actually pretty good, but unfortunately they were ready to return to play. Hart misses the free throw. One more for Madison Hart. Second free throw is good. She gets one of two. So it's a 9-point game. Campbellsville the lead in the basketball. Lauren Lee leaves it with Elizabeth Bertram, who checked in after that stoppage a moment ago. It's Boyle exiting for Campbellsville. Pettigo back to Bertram left side. They want the entry to Wilkes, not there. Now Lee. Bertram works. Has Wilkes out. Open shooter. Pritchett, three on the way. In and out. Bertram keeps it alive. Going to go back up. Shot blocked from behind by Hart. Bertram poked it free. Wilkes tries to grab it. Pitches it in. Up off glass. Good for Caitlin Wilkes. Kyla Taylor spills to the ground, and hopefully she's okay. Taylor holding her head, and of course your first thought this day and age is think about potential concussion issue there as Taylor went to the ground. And Wilkes got that stick back there. Bertram kept that alive initially. Shot was blocked and looked like Hart had a rebound. Bertram poked it free. Ball was kind of pinballed around. Wilkes finally picks it up as Taylor was kind of reaching in, trying to get the basketball free from Wilkes. Fell to the ground, and at that point I kind of lost visual on exactly what happened to Kyla Taylor after that, but the contact with the floor was substantial, and it appears kind of blocked off here by the Lady Tiger huddle. It appears Taylor is up. She's kind of working out her neck area. Aaliyah Lee will check back in as Kyla Taylor exits. 44-33 the score after that made bucket by Wilkes a moment ago. She continues to pace the Lady Tigers here in this one. Luby going to check back in for Campbellsville in a moment. Wilkes with 14 tonight, just around her season average. Lady Tigers give chase on the defensive end. Morrow to Lee at the elbow. Inline. Hart going to go up and avoid the defender for 2 points. Madison Hart now with 15 in the ball game, one more than Wilkes. 44-35 the score. Campbellsville to work offensively. In the corner, Sutton. Now Pritchett. Pritchett one dribble. And this ball kicked by Madison Hart as she tries to feed it down to Wilkes. And Kayla Luby going to enter the lineup here for the Lady Tigers with 2:51 to play in the third quarter. Lauren Lee surveys, finds Sutton. Sutton with a dribble. Morrow nearly takes it away. Sutton needs help, has Bertram. Back to Sutton on the right wing. Straight away, Lee. Quick step on the dribble. Lee leaves it with Pritchett. Inside, stops, feeds Luby. She'll go left hand, off glass. Good for Kayla Luby. Courtney Pritchett pitched it across the entry there. 46-35. Hart. Blackburn out top. Howard wide open. 3 on the way. That is hard. Rebound is knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by Morrow. The official says out of bounds, last touch by Morrow. And the student section down there did not appreciate that. Howard will check out. Anya Patterson in, 5'4" redshirt junior guard from Humboldt, Tennessee. Patterson entering here may tell you a bit about Haley Cavanis. She may not be available tonight, as this might be a spot that she would typically get some minutes. She left in the first half with an injury. Right wing, Pritchett holds it. Pritchett steps back at the elbow. Now Bertram will circle off the screen. 3 on the way. That is short and will go out of bounds. Did Blackburn touch it before it went out of bounds? I think Blackburn grabbed it, but she may have had. I guess not. I guess Blackburn hit it and it went out of bounds. Here Bertram open. 8 to shoot. Lee circles. Needs some help. Has Bertram. 5 to shoot. Pritchett going to let it ride. Long 2. Good for Courtney Pritchett. Little mid-range show off. 48-35. 1:42 to play. Third quarter. Anya Patterson chased by Bertram. Bertram swats the pass and takes it away. Pritchett to the other end. Numbers for CU. Pritchett stops. Bounces to Lee. Out. Sutton. 3. No good. In and out for Sarah Sutton. Patterson the other way, nearly lost the handle. Now they go into the corner. 3 by Morrow, hard. And the rebound is swatted down and taken in by Luby. Pritchett. Lee bounces in the inline. Bertram backs away. Now Lee. Lee will get the Luby screen, leaves it with Pritchett. Now Bertram. Bertram working on the dribble. Has Lee at the elbow, feeds one inside. Luby goes up, shot no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by Aaliyah Lee. And with 50.7 seconds remaining in the third, Pettigo and Nally will check in for Campbellsville. Lee, and waiting on a second Lady Tiger to check out, it's Pritchett. Pettigo pitches it into Bertram. Quickly to Luby. Luby couldn't handle it. Patterson then couldn't handle it. Ball is still being fought for, and somehow Bethel comes out of there with it. Patterson right side on the wing. Hart, and she is bumped and fouled by Bailey Pettigo here. First on Bailey, second on the Lady Tigers. Maddie Boyle will check back in here for Burt. 13-point Campbellsville advantage with 36.7 remaining in the third quarter. Bethel pitches it in here. Patterson to Howard. Back to Anya Patterson. Elbow. Hart drives in. Shot up. Good for Madison Hart. Clock continues to run. Shot clock is off. The Lady Tigers can take the final shot of this third quarter if they choose to do so. Right wing Sutton holds and waits. Luby left side to Pettigo. 8 seconds. Boyle catches in the corner. Nally on the inline across. Has Luby inside. She's fouled by Aaliyah Lee. And Aaliyah Lee picks up her fourth. Third in the period on Bethel. And with 2.2 seconds remaining, Kayla Luby goes to the free throw line here for the Lady Tigers. First free throw is beautiful for the transfer from Concordia University from one CU to another. And she gets both. 2.2. Howard the other way, and she'll heave it at midcourt, well off the mark, and that is where the third quarter will come to an end. Campbellsville with a 13-point advantage as we head to quarter number 4. 50-37 your score. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
With more than 80 majors and certifications, Campbellsville University offers students an affordable higher education in a Christian setting. Located in the heart of Kentucky, Campbellsville University boasts 8 regional centers across the Commonwealth. Our 13-to-1 student-professor ratio provides a small classroom environment, allowing professors to work closely with the students. To schedule a visit or apply, go online to campbellsville.edu. Come find your calling at Campbellsville University.
Complete coverage of Lady Tiger basketball continues on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
(50-37) as we head to the fourth quarter here in McKenzie, Tennessee. Lady Tigers out on the floor here with Pettigo, Boyle, Sutton, Nally, and Luby. Bethel still huddled up around Chris Nelson. The whistle sounds again. They're going to come and run Bethel off the bench here. Coach Nelson jumped up and he started looking for the officials. I don't know if he had a question to ask or a concern, something bothering him. And still not quite ready to return to play here. Lady Tigers up to 44% overall shooting for the ball game. Nelson and Coach Colvin having a few words, all in jest. They laughed about it. Here's Morrow, knocks it away from Sutton. Kyla Taylor back in the lineup for Bethel, so that's good to see after she left the game a moment ago. And she stumbles down here. Pettigo has to navigate around the body of Taylor. Nally out front. Luby out to Sutton. 12 to shoot. Sutton. Right side, Pettigo. 6 seconds. Boyle to Luby at the free throw line. Pettigo going to have to do something. 1 second, flings one up. They're going to call a shot clock violation here as Campbellsville unable to get a look there in that 30 seconds. Pettigo needed another half second, maybe second, to get that shot off and it count. 13-point Campbellsville advantage here as Bethel gets their first possession of the fourth quarter. Patterson, right wing, Howard. Back into Patterson, who will throw up a shot over the top of Luby that is no good. Patterson gets her own miss and out to Morrow. Shot off the mark. Rebound, Luby for the Lady Tigers and Campbellsville the other way. Pettigo will navigate around the traffic. Nally with the entry. Quickly to Luby, the left hand. Pulled the string a bit. Hart the rebound. And we're going to have a whistle here on Bailey Pettigo. Second on Bailey. First on the Lady Tigers in the quarter. And so Campbellsville will head back to the defensive end as they send Wilkes, Lee, and Pritchett back into the game. Bertram going to check back in as well. Morrow, left side, out top, Howard. Ball fake, back to Morrow. Taylor on the inline, jumper, no good. Long rebound taken in by Sarah Sutton. Lauren Lee to the front court. Lee, right side of the lane, has it knocked away, saves it though. Ball is taken in by Wilkes. She'll go up off the window, no good. Taylor knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with Campbellsville again. Bertram back in for Sutton here. I'm not sure how Lee's initial pass, where she was kind of falling out of bounds, lost the handle, got to Wilkes. But it did, and Campbellsville still with an opportunity on this trip. Another player falls down. It leaves a corner shooter, Boyle, open. Three is hard, and the rebound to Howard. It remains a 15-point game here. Excuse me, a 13-point game. Morrow runs into Lee. They're going to count that basket. That is pretty rough. One, I'm not sure Lee was moving. Two, if the contact happened where it did, that's nice continuation for Morrow. 8:01 to play in the game. Campbellsville leads by 11. Morrow's free throw on the way is good. So Keely Morrow with a 3-point trip there. Lee, Pritchett, Boyle, Bertram, and Wilkes, the 5 for Campbellsville. Wilkes, short corner, has Pritchett. A lot of motion here for the Lady Tiger offense. Lee, back to Pritchett. One dribble, has Wilkes, back to Pritchett. Open 3 on the way is short, and it goes out of bounds. As Wilkes tried to grab that at the last second, couldn't quite do it. Blackburn back in for Bethel as Anya Patterson will exit. 10 points the margin. Campbellsville the lead. Madison Hart the basketball for Bethel. Works away from Bertram. Howard right side to Morrow. Rips through. Now goes baseline Taylor. Entry. That is Hart. And 1 for Madison Hart. And all of a sudden, what was a 13-point Lady Tiger lead, maybe a 7-point margin in a moment, pending this free throw. Make sure who they put that foul on. They give that to Courtney Pritchett, so that's 3 on Pritchett, 3 on the Lady Tigers, and Hart hits the free throw. (50-43), Campbellsville leads by 7 points. Pritchett holds it. Out top, Boyle. Now Lee backs away, has Bertram on the wing left side. Lee again. Goes opposite the Pritchett screen. Right side, Boyle, 3 on the way. Bang! Maddie Boyle with a timely Edward Jones make. Back to a 10-point game. 6:50 to play, fourth quarter. Morrow. Baseline now, Taylor will deck it, drive at Wilkes, kicks it into the corner, now left side, on the wing. That is a 3 from Howard that is good. Callan Howard. 53-46, Campbellsville back to a 7-point lead. Lauren Lee, left side off the wing, has Bertram, gets it back, tries to split defenders, blocking foul, what do we got? Will they count it? They do count it. They will count the basket. The official underneath did not see whether or not it went in, and now they will assess the personal to Keely Morrow. 3rd on Morrow, 1st on Bethel, and Campbellsville can push this back to a 10-point margin. Lauren Lee, free throw on the way. Off the mark, first miss of the night for the Lady Tigers at the stripe. It remains a 9-point game. Right side, Blackburn finds a cutting Hart on the right side of the lane. That is good for Madison Hart. Out front with the basketball here is Lauren Lee. 7 points. The difference inside has Wilkes, and Wilkes goes up using the backboard for 2 more. 57-48. Howard needs some help. Finally, Aaliyah Lee will spin and go up with a shot that is good. 57-50. Lauren Lee hands it to Bertram. Cut off. Now Pettigo, inside ball kicked. And it goes out of play as Madison Hart stumbled down. Courtney Pritchett going to re-enter for CU. 5:26 to play. Campbellsville by 7. Boyle will check out as Pritchett enters. Boyle, that Edward Jones 3 ball a moment ago. Lee working right side of the lane. Spins and needs some help here. Has Pritchett. Pritchett going to deck it, go at Hart. Now backs away. 8 to shoot. Pettigo circles, goes up off the window. Good for BP. .59, 5 to go. Howard hands it to Morrow. Now right side. Blackburn back to Morrow straight away. 4:50. Lee going to face up, work against Wilkes on the end line. Ball comes through into the corner. Now back to Lee. They dig. Lee with a quick move and gets 2 more. Does Aaliyah Lee. 59-52. Back to a 7-point game. Lauren Lee backs away, has Pritchett. Now Pettigo. Lee again. They want Wilkes on the entry. Can't get it to her just yet. 9 seconds. Pettigo elbow jumper. Good for Bailey Pettigo. Having a nice evening is the junior from Barron County. She's into double figures here. Up to 13 points, 4 rebounds as Bertram goes down. We're going to have a blocking foul called on Bert. Second on Bertram, 4 on the Lady Tigers as a team. This will bring us to a timeout with 4:03 to play in the basketball game. The Lady Tigers lead it 61-52. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Tiger sports fans, tickets for your favorite in-season Tiger teams are on sale now. On the field or in the gymnasium, Campbellsville University gladly welcomes you. As a reminder for your game day visit, the H&W Sports Shop has all the latest CU apparel. Look for the tickets tab at campbellsvilletigers.com and secure your seat today.
This is Ginger High Colvin, head coach of the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following today's coverage of CU basketball on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Four minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in McKenzie in the front half of this Mid-South Conference doubleheader between Campbellsville and Bethel. The Lady Tigers with the 9-point advantage. As they break the huddle, Lee, Bertram, Pettigo, Pritchett, and Sutton the 5. So they will go a bit smaller here. For Bethel, you've got Howard, Hart, Blackburn, Morrow, and Lee. So Campbellsville sees Blackburn catch the inbounds pass. It's a sideline out of bounds right in front of the Bethel bench. Now Howard open, 3 on the way from Callan Howard. No good, around it out. It was the dead angle from here between the rim and I is Howard. Her shot was on the line, just a little off to the right. Left side, Bertram going to drive in, cut off by Morrow. Bounces to Pritchett. Back out, Bertram, the shooter. 3, bang! Elizabeth Bertram gets the Edward Jones payout. Back to a dozen. I believe the Lady Tigers' largest lead was 13. I believe they led 50-37. Correction, it was a 14-point lead according to the stat sheet earlier, as Morrow's 3 is no good. Hart the rebound. They're going to say Campbellsville's underneath her. I believe that'll be Sarah Sutton. So Sutton will send Hart to the line for 2 shots here. Hart was the Mid-South Conference Player of the Week. Week 1 of the season. Misses the free throw here a bit hard. That is an award that I will contest should have went to our own Courtney Pritchett. Pritchett did more in less minutes against the same 2 teams that weekend. Hart gets the second free throw. 64-53. And Wilkes did not get to the table in time, but there was a stoppage. So, no penalty. Childress in for Bethel. Lauren Lee, the basketball crossover, working against Howard. Shot up off the glass. Are you kidding me? Lauren Lee Tough finish, just bully ball right at Callan Howard. 66-53. Hart inside, back out to Howard. Howard working. Now Childress skips it right wing. Blackburn as Lee closes in. Howard again, 12 to shoot. Entry to Morrow. Pettigo there. Pritchett there. Morrow shot hits the bottom of the iron. Picks it up, and this will be the fourth on Pritchett. So Wilkes will check in for Courtney Pritchett here as Wilkes was initially going to check in for Sutton, and then with Pritchett picking up that fourth foul, the Lady Tigers call an audible on the fly, and they send Wilkes in for Pritchett. Sutton remains on the court. Morrow with 2 shots here, 2:36 to play. Hits the first, 66-54. Campbellsville by a dozen. Morrow can trim a bit more off the CU advantage. Anya Patterson going to re-enter for Coach Chris Nelson. Second free throw is good as Morrow hits that one. Blackburn checks out. Lee to inbound, pitches it in to Pettigo. Has to work free from Patterson a bit to get open. Now Pettigo easily works it down the court. Pettigo calls for Lee left wing. Now Bertram. Out top Sutton. Open, 3 on the way. Bang! Sarah Sutton and Edward Jones 3 for Campbellsville, and it's a 14-point game. 69-55. Howard works around Bertram, left side now. Morrow at the elbow. Hart driving inline is Aaliyah Lee. Ball deflected, but Howard picks it up. Morrow, the entry at the free throw line to Hart again. She throws up a contested shot. No good. Could not collect her own miss. Instead, Wilkes has it. And now Pettigo the other way. Campbellsville maybe a bucket or so away from picking up a win here as the clock now down to 1:40 as Bertram holds it. Pettigo back to Bertram. Pettigo out to Sutton. Pettigo again, the entry. Wilkes leaves it. Pettigo, reverse, foul, no call. Lee got her across the noggin. Aaliyah Lee the other way. Inline, Morrow shovels one across to Howard, and with 1:18 on the clock, Coach Chris Nelson will take a timeout. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Nelson. 69-57 the score, so we will keep it here. Don't forget the Tigers coming up in a bit as they will take on Bethel here in McKenzie. Campbellsville has already put Bethel in the bonus, but Bethel, should they want to try to extend this game, is a long way to go. They have just one team foul called against them. Madison Hart's had a big night for the Wildcats, 23 points. Caitlin Wilkes leads the Lady Tigers with 16. It will be Campbellsville basketball. For CU, you've got Lee, Bertram, Pettigo, Pritchett, and Wilkes on the floor. 1:18 to play. They bounce it into Pettigo. The double team comes quickly. Pettigo needs some help, and we've got a timeout taken by Bailey Pettigo. Another 30-second timeout taken here. 69-57, of course, remains your score. About 3 seconds or so runs off the clock there. Let's take a look at some of those other Mid-South Conference scores. Thomas More back to within 2 against Cumberland. Cumberland led by as many as 14. Thomas More has now gotten themselves back to within 2 points there of the Phoenix. Some other scores from around the league tonight. Freed Hardeman and Lindsey Wilson. That game has gone final. Freed Hardeman a 57-38 victory over the Blue Raiders. Campbellsville will head there on Saturday. Wilberforce and UT Southern tied. Middle of the fourth quarter there. Pritchett has it, steps through, and gets rid of it. Campbellsville may have dodged the bullet. Many here thought Pritchett took an extra step to step through and get rid of that pass. 1 minute to play. You could hear the roar from the Bethel crowd. Lee hands it to Pettigo, steps through, shot up is no good. A foul going to be called here against Childress for Bethel. This will send Bailey Pettigo to the free throw line. Wilkes will exit. Bertram will check out. Maddie Boyle back in. Luby in. Maddie Nally will check in for Pettigo on a made second free throw. First one is good. 51.6 seconds remaining. And this free throw, good for Bailey. She gets both. Nice evening for that young lady. Pettigo ties her career high at 15. Blackburn will check in for Bethel as Childress will exit. Under 50 seconds here. Hart catches, leaves it with Morrow. 71-57. Howard behind the back, kicks it left side. Aaliyah Lee open for three. That is hard. Rebound tapped into the air, controlled by Nally, who quickly gives it off to Lauren Lee. The Lady Tigers will have to take a shot here. There's about a 4 or 5 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Out front, Nally. Left side, Lee. Out top, Boyle. Open. Three on the way. That is hard. Rebound to Nally, and now the Lady Tigers will likely take the air out of it with 9 seconds. Pritchett will dribble out front and hold on to it here. 4 seconds. 71-57 will be the final score as Campbellsville gets the win over Bethel. 71-57.